What's up, everybody? It's Heavy Metal Cook here.
Crime.
Heavy Metal Crime. Trying something new. We're gonna rock out today, but maybe we'll answer some questions and talk about positions and metal and who knows what else, man. Just rocking my Sabaton shirt today. I don't know if you've heard of them.
I actually haven't, but I'm familiar with a lot of those bands.
Sabaton is all about like military history and whatever. So it's like listening to a history lesson. Like, they may be singing about, Audie Murphy, some famous World War II thing, or like some, tank division. It's like they've got this wild following, but their songs is actually they kick a lot of ass. But yeah, it's just what they do, man. But anyway, welcome to those who are watching. Crime, man, what has been happening this weekend, bro?
Nothing good, unfortunately. I was away from the computer doing some IRL stuff, and overnight some of my longer term pools actually rugged a little bit. We can pull them up eventually, but AI fruits right now, I think we talked about that one on MCG. That pool's actually doing quite well. I'm up 2 soul on that one right now, but I took down 3 soul on one pool, 3 soul on this pool. Took a 2 soul loss on some other token. We can get into it later, but not the ideal outcome. I'm down to 174. I calculated before I got on. So,
oh shit, man, rip, dude.
So we'll be patient and hopefully start grinding back this week.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I'm looking at AI fruits right now, man. It's I see a little bit of what I would call a crime pump, but not. I mean, hell, I'll just show it. What's going on with that one, man?
It's like a really good exit for me right now.
Yeah,
I might end up taking it,
man. Because that does look like the pump before a dump. I would probably take it.
I think I might take it. I've been I've taken so many losses over the weekend. I might as well just freaking take my 2 soul and move on, I think.
Yeah, hey man, 2 souls, 2 soul.
I'm actually gonna close it as we speak right now.
Right on. Yeah, I mean, so many times you see, I think this is what catches some people here is, you see this pump right here, right? I mean, just this is a 30-second chart, right? So it just spiked real big, and it's going to creep up for a little bit, but at what point does it turn around and just turn red? And I think where a lot of people get caught is they're watching this and they're like, give me a little bit more, give me a little bit more, give me a little bit more. And then all of a sudden they're wrecked again.
Yep.
So I think that's an important lesson is, take your profits when you can and don't get greedy,
100%. And like,
look, there it goes.
I just sold.
Okay, nice. So that's what's causing the dump now. All right.
I doubt it. But
Right,
but yeah, I mean, you're right. Like we were talking about before, like a lot of the charts that are kind of downtrending, they're not fully dumping. Crazy said he loves some Sabaton. I'll have to check him out. But that like it's obviously in a downtrend, but that one spike, I really like getting out on those types of moves, like a lot of the time,
Yeah, totally. Yeah, me too. Yeah, no, I absolutely. Let's see, I had something else and this was a lesson. This one is ugly. It's nasty. Chibi, I got into this one. Been in it for like a day or more, and as you can see here, I'm like super wrecked. Right.
Mhm.
Let's see, what's the current price? Like 4.04, and the bottom one of the range is 4.8. It's teased me a few times here on this chart. Like this one, I was like, oh, I might actually get out of this thing alive. But then it turned back around and started dumping. I slept in a little bit, and I woke up to about right here at the top. And, I was looking at, a few $100s, like $450 profit.
Yeah.
And I dozed off. And then that's when this happened. I was like, son of a bitch. I should have just
it's actually the worst.
Yeah, woke up fully and taken it. But, we're talking about a token that it's still $3.5 million market cap.
Yeah.
And looking over time here, let's see. I mean, this thing's been around for a bit. It's a lot of big pumps, dumps. I just think there's got some. I'm not going to call it dead yet. That's what I'm saying.
No, I think I didn't even pull up that chart over the weekend just because like I said, I was not looking at anything. But I saw this one getting sent around. I saw a lot of people played one today.
Yeah,
Aspen. Yep. I saw some people playing Aspen. Just looking at the deck screener homepage, just looking at some of the stuff. But yeah, Chibi, I guess did they add some sort of new art style to Grok or something? I don't know.
Elon Musk had been doing some tweeting about it, I think, and stuff. And he tweeted something else earlier, but I don't know that it had the desired, or at least what I would consider the desired impact. But, you could see a lot of tweet mentions happening here and there. But, sometimes you see this. I don't want to clean this off. Get rid of these X calls. Sometimes you see this, let me back out to a higher time frame. You see these big sell-offs and then, a pump. Like even here's a little minor one, that stair step down, a little sideways action, and then, it rockets up. So that's what I'm waiting on.
Yeah. The early people who played that probably did very well, That's why sure. on some of those tokens that have tons of volume, we had previously said that I don't always like to chase all the volume, but when something is really viral, maybe like this is kind of like Ghibli from back in the day, Ghiblification or whatever it was. Bidding that first discovery kind of thing, and then it had that trough and then it just ripped higher. So I'm sure some people did really well on that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You know what? While we're here, might as well show off one of the new features that they just shipped to Edge.
Which one was it?
So if we look up here at the top, you've got bid lines, and
I love that. I love that.
Creating a position, and it actually adjusts the percentages and everything right here on the chart, right? So that's so cool. You could just say, if like I really want to use the chart to draw my position, you could do that. Just like right there. It's like, oh, you know what? I think I need more down. Maybe I think that's where the bottom is. So you can go and create it there, or like say I want to go one sided, I'll just do it like that, and boom. All I gotta do now is put in money. Right?
I don't think. Well, there's this one other like kind of like Hawkfi-ish. They make some software, charting.ag, but they had like talked to me a long time ago, and I actually met one of the guys in Abu Dhabi, but I had told him about this feature, and they had it on their software for a little bit, but like I had always kind of like imagined this in my head and thought that it would just be like such a cool feature to add. So it's really neat that it's all the way integrated into the
Yeah, for
platform
real.
now.
Well, and like here you can see the range on my position. This is the range on this position. If I click here, you can see like I need. No, because I like this because I could see a visual. I just need it to go up to here, preferably up to here, but I need to get to at least here before this thing starts to become unfucked again. And yeah, it looks crazy because of Jito bundles.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I dig that. That's a new feature that I really think is cool.
There's actually this one has been getting sent around in some group chats. Air Dolphin.
Sure.
Okay, let me pull it up here. We'll do the window, and then this one. This was getting sent around. I didn't get too much info on it, but basically some dolphin was captured getting like 15 feet of air, and then the Michael Jordan of dolphins. Just it's actually kind of funny.
Hell yeah.
Michael, but I don't know if this is one of the memes that like I don't think it's the next penguin by any means or the next punch by any means, but
right.
But the chart doesn't look bad, So it's one of those ones that I don't mind it because it's not one of the ones that has 2 mil or 1 mil volume in the first hour, goes to 800K, and then just kind of dumps and does nothing. Like it's kind of one of these slower movers. So
yeah,
we'll see. Might actually not be something that's not bad to be in. And I've also noticed like I was in a few longer term pools, and some of the like just the tokens that I've been in for like a week are getting really destroyed. Like I was giving this example on that MCG stream, and it did like really well. Like I took some profit here, but then it just dumped out of my range, as you can see. And
wow.
Now I'm back holding, and I always tell people that like you cut when you got out of range, but I just woke up and it was cooked. So if we get a bounce to like 100K, I'll get out there and just I'll probably be break even at that point.
Hey, that's better than nothing. And it does happen.
Yeah,
I think sometimes you just gotta wait because I can't tell you how many times I was just like fuck it, cut, and then an hour later it would like magically repump or.
Yeah, I try to not get in this habit because like not many a time, but there's been a few times where I think the token is like okay, and I'll hold it, and then it literally goes to like I get out of range at like 100K, and then it goes to 10K, and I've lost like nearly 100%,
Right. Yeah.
And like you might as well just take the 50% loss sometimes and not take the full-fledged loss. But
yeah, no, I get it.
Not a perfect science.
No, it isn't. You never know. And I mean, I've seen tokens that like it'll die and be dead for like 4 days, and then magically comes back.
Yeah.
It just happens. I
Yeah.
held on to one for, I don't know, probably about 2 months, and then I finally gave up. I turned 5 Sol into $2. I held that for like 2 months with a prayer, but
Oh
it
my
didn't
gosh.
happen. But it was just 5 Sol, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been taking some I know this isn't like the most positive stream just because I'm looking at these losses on my account, but I've been taking a few outsized ones. Like usually I'm sizing with maybe 10, 10 Solana, 8 Solana. Usually I'll go above that if like I'm really, really confident or there's like a really large cap, but usually around there and try to not take more than like a 2 or 3 Sol loss, but I've been taking some some 3, 4, 5 Sol losses on some positions. So it's I think really what's hitting me the hardest.
Right. Yeah. No, I get it. The and I think sometimes it is important to bring up the fact that you know it's not always wins, man.
Yeah.
Even the best LPers out there lose sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like managing it, right? When to get out and when to just call it done, or when to be patient. I think it's really like one of the other things that really just kills people is emotions.
Yeah.
You know, revenge trading is not gonna.
That is one thing that I think is super powerful about Meteor. Like you can get really degenerate with it, but like if I'm like really tilted, I'm still not gonna open like a tight range, So if you are getting like wrecked really hard, at least on Meteora, it's really hard to like evaporate your money really, really quickly if you're on tilt. Um, because unless you get wrecked and then you make like 50% minus 50% ranges, minus 30% ranges that are really tight, yes, you can still get wrecked. But like if you get wrecked really hard and then you move on to the next play and you're going like minus 80 or minus 90%, usually it's going to take some like you're not going to be able to lose that trade super super fast. You know what I mean? Like it's going to take a long time for you to probably take another loss on that trade if it ends up doing that. So
Right. Yeah.
I think
Unless it
being
one
safe.
clips, but
Unless it one clips.
that's happened.
For sure. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's just like it's a lot harder to throw money into the wind on Meteora, I think.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. For real. So what's this smoking wizard? What do you got going on here, man?
Uh I don't know. I was just looking at charts. I kind of forgot I was still sharing. But this one I opened a pool on this actually like earlier this week, maybe on the 15th. I think I opened one down from like here and it never got touched. So I just withdrew it. And it was only like 4 Sol I put in this one. But I don't know. It reminds me of that other token. There's another Wizards token back in the day that actually did pretty decent. Wizard Gang. Yeah, it's this one. Um Oh my gosh, someone one clipped this. Look at that.
Yep.
But this wasn't like that bad for a good period of time. I didn't mind it. It was kind of like the um that kind of like nostalgic, you know.
Reminds me of
Uh,
old, like maybe Lord of the Rings book
yeah.
or something cover.
Yeah. And like there's something about like there's like some trend on social media for a while about them uh like choose your like wizard, choose your like companion, stuff like that. But reminds me similar. I'm not going to play this, but it's interesting what the chart's doing. I don't know if this is coordinated or not. It looks decently real to me, but it's a little bit sketchy just because it's doing that multi-day stair stepper that can eventually crack really hard.
Right. Yeah. I've gotten caught on that before.
Wonder, has anyone sent any questions yet?
No, I'm not seeing any questions. And I should say for that, guys, thanks for joining us here on the stream for Heavy Metal Crime. If you've got questions about anything, man, share it in chat, and we'll do our best to answer whatever. What do you want to talk about? We could sit here. We could watch Crime post on his ex and like stuff, or we can answer your questions. It's whatever. We can help you out. We A lot of times in our own Discord we have a boot camp, aka LP Academy Q&A, run by a couple of great instructors, Hashirama and Photon Magic. They had some travel and whatever happening this weekend, so they didn't do it. But they'll be back probably next weekend in the LP Army Discord. So if you're new to LPing and you got questions, man, feel free to hit them up in that. Of course, me and Crime, we're here to chill, and if you got any questions, we're happy to answer them.
Of course. I'm checking some of the wallets I follow right now just to see if they have entered anything new. Not that I copy trade by any means, but there are specifically, hey Tix, there are like, if honestly the wallets I track are all like my friends, so I just like to see if they're in anything that I'm not or I missed, but it doesn't really seem like there's too much new stuff that they're getting into.
I don't have any friends. I don't have any.
I have two.
I don't have any. Well, okay, so I have one IRL friend that does crypto.
I have one as well, and he actually he's the only friend in IRL that I was able to convince to use Meteora, and like he somewhat understood it. Like I was telling all my real life friends about Meteora, like when I first found it, like almost 2 years ago, and no one listens. But my one friend who used it a few times, he was in some super long term pool that actually did like really well. I think he like almost made like 50% on this one. What was it, Polyfax? I think he ended up getting out of this, but he was LPing this for forever.
I remember that
like 50% on this one, and like he had an open Meteor in like 3 months and then got back in. He was like, yo, he texted me, he's like, the new Meteor UI is sick. I'm like, let's go.
Right on. Hell yeah. Right on. Oh, I think we actually have a question here. Supermore, with a smaller port, say less than 5 sol, do you take more risks? By that, I mean, do you stay longer, go more concentrated, focus on more high volatility tokens?
I would say with the smaller port, it depends what you can afford, because like if 5 sol is your whole like crypto net worth, then maybe be a little bit more scared. But like 5 sol is a you can get it back. 5 sol is a decent amount to start with, so I probably would risk. I'd probably be fine risking 1 sol in each pool. If it's something you really, really like, that's like super high fee generation, I would say you can maybe bump it up to 2 sol. But like, I think with a 5 sol port, you should mostly be utilizing most of your Solana in different pools. Maybe don't full port it on one token, but like for sure, I'd be using most of that Solana, maybe keeping like 1 sol in the bank while 4 are working for you. And then he says, by that, I mean, do you stay longer, go more concentrated? So if I were doing that with a smaller port, I'd be using the exact same strategy. I would not be going more concentrated. I wouldn't really be focusing on higher volatility tokens either. But I would be using a good amount of the port. Like right now, I wouldn't risk 20% of my port in any position. But in your case, I would do so and just kind of use the same strategy. Like I'd be going, my similar ranges really wide, right. -87, -90%, mostly bid ask, and I'd be playing the same token. So with that, to that degree, I don't think it matters all that much. Just in terms of like using more size.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I'm kind of the same vein. I mean, just because, like, even if like I have a small amount of soul, going more risky just means you can delete it faster. Um, that's all that really means. And I think it's important what you said there is like how much of that percentage you're willing to risk, because if you only go like say 10% of a 5 soul port, that's a very tiny amount, and you're really like, okay, you earn 10 cents on this, so it's not really, you're not really putting enough capital forward to generate enough fee generation to make it worthwhile. But you still wouldn't want to just like go, I'm gonna go in 4 bin on the latest 100K market cap shitter, 4 bins, put in half. Don't do that. Stick to a plan that you're comfortable with, really, I think is one of the best things you can do.
Right. And when I started, like I started the wallet I use now for DLMMing with 1.5, and obviously that wasn't my entire crypto net worth, and um I was fine if I lost it all. But also, when I started with that small amount, I was like really serious about it. Like I was like, I don't want to top this off. Like I want this amount. I don't want to have to, add in more money. Like I want to be safe. So obviously I wasn't going entirely degenerate, and like I was fine losing that money, but like I was still like really, really serious about managing risk, not destroying the account quickly. So, but like to give you an example, like I was probably with the 1.5 soul on a port, I was probably going zero point 0.5 to 1 soul into each position. Maybe I'd go zero point 0.4. But yeah, like I was using a good amount of that Solana to LP with.
Bro, hell yeah. No, it's great points, man. That's awesome. I don't know if anybody in chat has any opinions on that. If you got, man, drop it in there. Let us know what you think. Or if you got another question, we're here for you, man. Tell us what's up. Let's see.
A very odd looking chart, but it didn't completely die.
What is this one?
I saw people cooking. I saw someone in some group chat sent like a $900 P&L on this one. Obviously, like when you see P&L cards, guys, be cautious, because you never know how tight someone is going. You know what I mean? And their like strategy might not fit in with your risk management, and they might have taken even like a bigger loss, and they're just posting the win. So just be careful when you see it. Don't get like FOMO or feel inferior because people are like posting these P&Ls. But
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I saw someone post like a pretty big one, like $900 P&L on this, which is it was on like 2,000 TBL.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is a good point, and I make that point like all the time. Don't concern yourself so much with like other people's P&Ls, because, well, for one thing, comparison is the thief of joy, right? But what's more important is that you are a better you, each time. Let me see. I'll see if I can find that P&L that I did today. Let's see. Let me sort by date here. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. Bink. Yeah, so there you go. Like this was my play into one today, hour and a half. I made all of $9 at 1.15%. But I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I don't care. I made $9. $9 is $9, man. So
hey, we'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. It offsets my loss on Chibi for now, but we got some more questions here.
Sweet.
Um, Says it's Magic Cat. I've been taking very bad decisions lately, just opening single side soul wide positions on pretty much any non scam token, and I have lost on every single one. No, I
So,
would say that's bad decisions for sure.
how wide? If Magic Cat, hey Magic Cat, by the way, I know Magic Cat. How wide are you going, and what is your like curve? Like, are you going all spot, mostly bid ask? Um, and are you? Is it just going out of range, and you have to take the loss because obviously people kind of ask like when to take losses and stuff, and like I usually don't like to cut the loss. I've been spotting every single highest top in all charts. So I if you're bidding, if you open your range at the very top, then I usually give the advice that bid ask is usually better because you're going to be way better protected for the dump if you're like, for example, on like Chibi, like if you saw it going to 9 mil, like this thing can dump 50% pretty quickly, you know. So maybe bid ask in this position would have me a lot more comfortable than going spot, in my opinion. Maybe right here, some people would have preferred to go spot to get more of these early fees, but
Yeah, for real. And and you know, in Chibi, I did go like almost pure bid ask, and I went down like because it's a 20 bin step pool, and it was a much higher market cap, and I did like uh minus 45%, and I'm still right. But again, that's my fault because I missed the exit. I
yeah,
could have had a really fat profit on there,
yeah.
uh, but you know, paid the meat.
What does that mean?
All right, so yeah, here's what we are doing: minus 80 spot. Um,
I see.
so yeah,
Wait, what was what token was it? Magic Hat. I guess we can pull it up if you'd like.
yeah, yeah. He's saying he'll start doing the bid asks.
Especially like, man, I mean, I've been getting I obviously, if you haven't heard, I got wrecked over the weekend, and those positions were bid ask too, so like, you know, things can always just go way lower than you ever expect, and you know, it happens, but bid ask will protect your average a little bit better in the case that, you know, it goes really south.
Yeah, you never know when like Tex might show up and nuke the chart, or you know,
Ticks, Gina.
yeah, he might do that. You know, uh, let's see here. Here's Magic at. Don't laugh. I bought that top. So there's the CA.
BB. Wait, that one's Aspen, I think. If I recognize that CA, I'll be super impressed. Oh, it's
I
not this.
will be too, man.
There was I just recognized that CA got sent in some chat, so it's some bonk token. So maybe this one, maybe this one, maybe this one.
Maybe this one. Maybe this one.
Oh, is this one? Is BBIFL?
I
Okay.
haven't even heard of that one.
Believe in something. Okay, so I bought the top. You bought the top, or you started bidding at the top?
Yeah, he's saying he bought the top. Bought that top. Yeah. So something. That's what it
Okay.
is.
So if you bought the actual top and went 80% down, I mean, on spot, I can see why you'd be really offside here, but at least if you went bid ask, you'd definitely be you'd be negative P and L here. at least you'd be kind of in range still, and most of your liquidity would be in this area. So if you got it bounced to back up to like 250K or something, maybe you could get out with a not a profit, but probably some sort of break even or a little bit smaller of a loss. But like if you go spot on this whole curve, like you really need it to come like 400K to get out probably comfortably.
Yeah.
Alex,
Yeah.
Alex is in here.
Yeah, Alex is joining us. -80 is too tiny. -90 minimum. And you know what? Like a lot of what I'm doing lately on these, a lot of times it's -95%. Unless it wants me to pay bins, and I'm like,
yeah, I know. That's people ask me. I think some people who are getting in aren't aware of that the non-refundable SOL that you sometimes have to pay. So I try to give examples and let people know to check that warning if you have to pay more bins. And if for some reason you can't get there, I never like to pay bins. Like I'll do it on tokens that like I really, really want to be in, but it's rare. And if you can't get your desired range, if for some reason the bins are only bought to -70%, you can still play it, but just decrease your size if you're not getting the full desired range. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Break even. Sometimes that's all I'm looking for. Whenever I'm down wrecked and I'm sitting there praying, please. I'm looking for break even.
That's how I'm feeling on Gerald right now. Gosh, that chart got destroyed.
Yeah. It's just totally. So what's going on, chat? What's going on, Alex? What's happening? Me and Crime, we're here to jam, see what else is, answer questions, just talk about, like fucking whatever, man. What's going on? Let's see. You know what, man? We probably even got some like background music we can play. Yeah, that's too loud. Turn that down.
I love the Meteor buy more Met, put my bag. Yeah, please.
Yes, please.
I love the Met, like the Met Dobby theme, and like the music was like all so good though. Like I always love like the heavy guitar chords and stuff, so
oh yeah, dude.
Perfect fitting.
It took me a while to make that. It was a whole ass album, and you can get it on Amazon Music, Spotify, Pandora, all that stuff. And I'm not trying to I'm not telling people that to like sell it, whatever. People come and ask me, are like, "Oh, bro, I want to add this to my workout playlist." And I'm like, "Oh yeah." So I put it out there for people to be able to add to their stuff. I don't make shit off of that stuff.
I'll have to find it. I didn't know it was out there.
Oh yeah, it's out there. Amazon Music, Pandora. I think there's like Boom Rocks or Boom something. Spotify. And I went ahead. It was like I published them, and if you've got a sub to those things, you can hear it. But just search for artist HeavyMetalCook, man. You find it, and you can jam to those things. But it was really unreal, man, being at Met Dobby and just like hearing this album blast.
It was so cool.
Drone show. It was like fucking sick, dude.
I know. How'd you make that music?
I have a AI friend. I create all the lyrics and all of that, and there's a lot of tuning that goes into it. People just think, oh, it's just like click, and you create a song. I mean, that Met Dobby album probably took me at least 3 months.
Really?
To make it, yeah, because like you've got to tweak and get the instruments and change your inputs, and it's like, okay, I'll take this, but I need a little bit of change, so you remaster it, or you go and you edit and you make different changes. Like, okay, this lyric didn't sound good, so a lot of it has to do with the same songwriting process. It's just, my band is AI.
That's really
yeah. So yeah, I mean it's a lot of work, and then you go and you create videos for that shit, and yeah, it just a lot of time. That's old
Can't
song.
believe it.
Meteor Rise.
I'm looking at the album now on Spotify. The one Met Dobby song, when I was like going to bed over there, it was like stuck in my head.
Yeah. Oh, dude, like my own music is stuck in my head all the time. I will totally go to the gym. You see my workout playlist. I'm listening to it and like, what I was doing. All right, Magic Cat, what's going on? See, guys, haven't seen much around. Is anyone token sided dealing mams? I'm pretty sure Alex does, based on his PNLs. I don't know. As far as I know, Alex is only doing full sided. I have seen Evil Panda post about doing some token sided Evil Panda strat. Of course, the most important thing, and people miss this, I think, when they're looking at the Evil Panda strat, because I hear somebody who's like, "Oh, Evil Panda doesn't work." Evil Panda does work. The biggest part to the Evil Panda strat is token selection.
Yep.
It's like picking the right token and picking the right pool, and he's super picky about what he'll choose. So it's like avoiding so many potential rugs, obvious rugs right out the gate. And so maybe he's LPing fewer things, but he's wildly successful with it.
Right. And I think the evil Panda strat is like really good if you get something that comes down and like survives. Like if it did something like this, then the Evil Panda strat is going to print better than a bid ask for sure on this one. But I just like, I'm not always in shit that rugs super hard, but like, I just really like to position myself for the worst. Like I'm willing to settle with less profit. Like, Evil Panda's P&L cards are usually like way bigger than mine, for example. But yeah, I just am always positioned for like massive moves down.
Right on. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try something out here. Let's see. I'm gonna put comments on stage. See if that works. This blocks crap.
Oh, what's up, Guilty?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really helpful, actually.
Keep that help big. Let's put it like that.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So what do you think? Regular?
Yeah.
Tall? Or wide?
I think the regular is not too bad.
All right, cool. And so we got small, medium, and grandma font.
I think medium.
Yeah,
I can read medium pretty well.
Well, let's try this out. All right, guys. So chat, if you got anything, post it. Let's see what's going on. Questions, we're here for you, man. I have no idea what it means about are we done with the review. I don't know what we're reviewing, but at what market cap is a token considered safe to LP? I like that question.
I think,
what do you think?
For me, that's a super loaded question, because sometimes there's 2 mil market cap tokens that are super sketch to me, and like I get a little bit degenerate with it. Like sometimes I find tokens that are like really low. This isn't like a great example, but this has been doing okay. This is a very low cap token, but as you can see, it's getting like decent moves. And I'm not saying LP this because it looks like it's dying, but you can kind of see, even though this was 60k market cap here, 114 market cap, like this is sometimes I have more confidence in some of these lower cap tokens, just because of maybe the mind share and the price action on it. Like, for me, I don't have any specific market cap, minimum or maximum that I'll play.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I like to wait. Like if something's here, like people are calling it at 60K or whatever, I'm like, I don't know about all that. But I like to see at least 100, 200 on those like really fast, obvious shitters. But even higher is good. So now Alex is asking, tomorrow is and I guess backpack launch pad. What's the plan? Mac extract? No. All right. So, I mean, what's the last big token launch that actually like didn't immediately turn into a red fucking dildo? Seeker?
Yeah, I think you're right. I can't really think of too many, to be honest.
Especially if there's an airdrop involved, right? So it's like a lot of times the play there is like wait for that massive dump, wait for it to level off a little bit, and probably get in. But you know what? It might be a great opportunity for the DMV2 if you're early and if you can catch it. But that's the other thing, is sometimes these token launches, the way they do them, you could go and do a DMV2 and not get shit. So it's,
I was gonna say, I feel like on the big token launches, I'm not a DAMM professional by any means.
You look professional.
But the dams on those big launches, if you are able to get in like really early, like I've seen like some crazy P&Ls. Like I think I saw some crazy P&Ls on Avicii, maybe one on Seeker, I don't remember, but someone was asking about Optimistic. Would you get into Optimistic now where it is? I got in and out of this one. I think I LP'd it like just on this little pump, and I got out right here and closed my position. Would have done well staying in. Just be careful now that it's having one of these moves. It hasn't really cracked super hard. Like the recent bottom is like 400K. So like if I was gonna LP this, I'd probably go bid ask completely. Probably I'd try to go over 90% down, I think, just to have a little cushion. Just because I've seen some of these, just go down to 100K, but that's my opinion. I don't know.
Would you say you're not optimistic?
I'd say I'm skeptical.
Skeptical. Okay. All right. Yeah, that works.
But right on. Getting like 1.4 mil volume. I'm sure you have to also keep in mind that as these tokens survive longer, like the feed generation in this trough was way better than the feed generation you'll probably get on a similar move now, because there's a lot more TVL in the pool, and just because the token's older. So feed generation is probably a little bit lower than it was in the past. So keep that in mind. You could bid ask it, and then if you get some sort of bounce here, I don't know. I thought that this meme was like, I faded it actually like all the way down at 200K, so that's on me for not getting the meme, I guess. But I don't know.
Yeah. So next, Gildy, how do you handle losses and mitigate the losses you get to the lowest minimum?
How do you handle losses and mitigate the losses? So I aim to cut losses if it goes out of range. If I'm going 90% down and it dumps more than 90%, obviously an exception, I'm still in Gerald. I'm waiting for a bounce here, but like usually in my opinion, what I try to tell more newer LPers is like, just cut the loss when you get out of range, and this is gonna make it so you might take a 50% loss as opposed to this possibly going to 10k and then you lose 100%. So I just usually, my stop loss is usually when it gets out of that last bin, and like I didn't see this happen, but if I was watching here and I saw it just dribbling out to nothing, I'd probably get my finger on the exit button. But like I said, it was already at like 40k when I checked it or whenever it was, so it was really, really low. So
I mean, for me, it all depends on, you know, it has a lot to do with this token. Like, I mean, Chevy, I'm still in it, I'm still down, but I'm gonna wait. I could cut my loss here and take a fat L, but I'm actually gonna hold out on this one, because you know I've claimed over $500 in fees on this, and it's still, like I said, 3 million market cap is these days a lot kind of a lot higher than what it used to be.
Yeah.
You know? So that one I'm gonna hang. But if it was, you know, I don't know, Hitler wizard fart or whatever, I would not be saying.
Yeah, it definitely depends on the quality of the token. But also, one thing to say about cutting losses is actually like cutting losses when you determine to do it. It's like any other like trading. When you stick to your discipline, you cut losses. You're gonna be able to keep your confidence. If you are in a token and your plan, if you are using kind of my strategy and you're cutting when it goes out of range, if it goes out of range and then it drops another 50% and it drops another 50% and you take like a 80% loss or something, like that really messes with your mental and your confidence. So if you're able to, usually after big losses and I'm undisciplined and I let it go to 0 or whatever, usually the next 40 or whatever trades I'm in, I'm like super disciplined because I'm like, I fucked up my my discipline, and now like I for some reason whenever something really bad happens, like I'm like way more motivated to stick to my rules, because it's really about like the confidence, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Says Magic. I also love profits at 5%. Always, it can go higher, but I lock them at 5%. I used to think that would protect me, but it might limit myself from earning more and cover losses. Wait, okay. So, I mean, the first thing that I'm gonna say is green, right? Profit is profit. If you are consistently earning 5%, you know, another thing that I like to say is like, I like to LP without a rear view mirror. I don't look back at that mirror like, oh, what could have been, because if you look every time, you know, like what could have been, sometimes that could have been an 80% loss, right? It's like, I can't tell you how many times where I've like exited, and I exited at the freaking peak, you know, at the absolute top, and it was like, this was best choice. I was looking at it and it was like, I think this thing is donezo, and I just exit, you know, and it was like, whew, best call ever. And then there's been other times where it's like, okay, this is going up and I start to see a little bit of a dip, so I'm like, okay, I'm happy, I've got profit, I'm out, and then it just continues to climb. But it's like, you know what, so what, I'm in profit, I'm gonna move on. I think if you get a mindset where you start to chase that little bit more, that little bit more, that little bit more, I think what you'll find is more often than not, you will probably find yourself getting wrecked.
I would say if for some reason, if your mindset is once you're 5% in profit, you're taking the win. I would say sometimes it might be. It depends on what the chart is doing. For example,
Sure.
on on AI fruits, right? I was probably up 5% right here. But this, in my opinion, is a point in the chart where it's kind of in like a downturn, right? So even though I'm 5% in profit here, I'm gonna give it a little bit time to get a heavier spike. So I think that having a 5% like always take profit might be hindering you just a little bit. And you kind of want to see what the chart is doing. I think maybe we don't talk all that much about that sort of thing and like how to spot your exit, but I really like selling on big green candles on the downturn. Like at this point, you know, like at any of these points on this kind of downtrend, I'm probably gonna stay in it, even if I'm like in a loss right here. Like I'm gonna give it some time to breathe a little bit, just because it hasn't done what I'm expecting yet. Like now at this point, maybe this goes even higher, but this was a good exit for me. This was probably like a 20% win at this point in the chart, you know? So I think if the chart is right here, for example, and you're taking a 5% win, I think that might be hindering you just a little bit, because I understand, like, you know, 5% win and then one big loss. But it really, you have to kind of you have to feel out the chart a little bit better and maybe wait for a stronger exit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, looking at the chart is super important. But also,
KK
crying green, man.
KK says, would meditation help set our discipline stop loss? It's not easy. Yes, I think it would. And also, it's not easy to cut loss, correct? But when you're doing this, you have to take the loss sometimes. Like that is an integral part of the game for you. Like if you can not take the loss ever, if your discipline is never working, then like that needs to be like fixed for sure. Like you need some place where you're taking the loss, because it's never going to work. If I did this challenge over and I let all of my positions ride out, like I would not have the growth. Just because like it can wreck you. You need to take the loss.
Yeah, for real. So I've got a here we go, massive win. There we go.
Algorithm.
Oh, that one was crap. It turned out to be a terrible one, but you know, it's like whatever. I didn't lose. I got 55 cents, man.
I'm looking at that. I saw one of the people I follow. Like I said, I don't really follow wallets, but I have like a few of my friends. You know, I follow them to see what they're doing. I saw he was in this, but I don't like this chart that much.
I didn't either. I got out.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, man, you know what? It's been like an hour, and got families. I smoked up a pork belly and a pork loin today while I was been working on LP Academy content all day. So, Alex, I have been working. You know, so I know they're watching. They're cracking the whip on me. Been doing that, but barbecued a little bit. Made some homemade beef jerky too. So,
oh, nice.
This gonna be excellent. Put some pictures out there on X. Magicate, thanks for joining and the questions and everything. That was cool. You know what, Crime, man? I mean, I'm having a good time. I think maybe we do this again.
Yeah, for sure.
The Heavy Metal Crime show. Maybe we'll get some more music or other awesome stuff. I don't know how often we'll do it, but yeah, it's badass, man.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Yeah, for real. So, guys, if you're not familiar with Crime, you know, you should be following him out there on X. That's Crime XBT. You'll catch him out there. You'll catch me at HeavyMetalCook 6. You'll find Crime on Twitch and YouTube and wherever else, man. Like all over the place.
Yeah.
Crime XBT is there. So yeah, we can probably do this one last question here before we rock out of here. What ways can you recommend to raise capital to getting a 5 to 15% on my low capital? Feels slow for me. Win rate has been 70% since resuming LPing this month. Man, we're just like long-winded here.
What's up, Don? Sorry.
Okay. A win rate of 70% ain't bad.
Yeah.
But what ways can you recommend to raise capital? I don't know, sell blood, get a job. Just kidding.
Getting a 5 to 15% on my low capital fees feels slow for me. I don't know. To give you an idea, like my average P&Ls nowadays, I'm getting out like 10 or 20%. So 5 to 15% is fine. Win rate is 70%. Sometimes the win rate is a little bit skewed because you get into a pool and you get like, 1% and it like spikes your win rate. So if you're doing that, 5 to 15% I think is good. Just make sure to keep your losses minimal and cut it when it goes out of range. Just is really the advice I can give you there.
Yeah. Right on, man. Well, good questions. Good session. And I think we'll call it there, man. We'll end the stream today with an old song that I wrote way back in the day, the days of the Dead. I Am Dead. I just love the song, man. So we're gonna end it with that. So anyway, Crimes, good to see you again.
Of course, bro.
And we'll catch you guys around. Rock on.